We're leaving McDonald's now. Watch our other video where we walked to McDonald's. It was exciting.
Hi guys, for today's video it's all about finances gone wrong in the Philippines.
Finances gone wrong in the Philippines. That sounds like a description of me. Oops, sorry.
Well, I understand because imagine we came from Davao. We stay in Valencia for more than a year. And then we went to Dumaguete and here Cebu. So I guess it's kind of understandable that our finances is skyrocketing. Yeah. Because of that.
Yeah, plus we had a lot of personal things we took care of, which we don't want to mention.
Yeah.
You can't tell everything on YouTube,
also,
you know. There's a security guard by the tree.
Yeah.
He's protecting the tree. He's doing a great job. No one has cut down the tree yet. I'm kidding. He protects the land.
Yep.
That's a joke. It's an ongoing joke. I can't pass that tree with a security guard sitting by the tree without making a joke. The tree's still there. He's doing a great job.
Yeah.
It's a joke. Joke long.
Yeah, so you have to be very careful when you come here. And if you want to save more, you have to choose a specific place you want to stay. Especially if you are earning less or something. Choose one place only. Yeah, so you can save more. And then once your finances is kind of stable, so you can go anywhere. Our finances is not stable, but we go anywhere.
They were pretty stable when I got here. They're not anymore.
Not anymore.
That's the key, I think, to this video.
Yeah.
Sorry to put you by the road there, Mahal. It's easier with the camera here.
It's
Usually
okay.
I try to stand on that side of the road, but holding the camera,
I
can't really do my left hand too well. Oh
we
yeah,
need to go there.
we'll cross the road here. It's a death-defying act to cross the road here.
We're just looking for a puppy. I hope he's there.
Yeah, we always leave McDonald's or the condo with food for dogs. In our other video, you'll see we gave 2 dogs some food on the way here. This video, there's another spot we know of
We're just
that
trying
dogs
to be
hang out.
more friendly with animals.
Yeah, she's really good at
Because even if you're not, like if you are friendly, dogs knows you well.
it. Yeah,
Yeah. Even if you are strangers to them,
we love dogs.
they will know that you're a dog lover.
Anyway, we are really good at getting off our topic.
Yeah.
The
Sorry.
topic of like when finances go wrong in the Philippines.
Yes.
It's something that a lot of people talk about for years even, but you know, you can't really talk about it too much because if you're planning on coming here, you need to be constantly reminded of that because you're really not thinking that anything is going to go wrong when you come over here. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't think anything could go wrong with the finances in the sense that I kind of had a general plan, and it's true, but things got a way of, you know, you got to get this and you got to get that and you got to take care of this. It's not even frivolous expenses I'm talking about, just things at the time you got to do. You got to do this and you got to do that, and it costs money. And
Yes, you
something
don't
happens here.
realize because once you before you purchase it, you will say, "Oh, this is so expensive in our country, so I want this because it's cheap." And then when you check your bank accounts, oh my goodness.
well, you're kind of talking about frivolous spending. I don't think we did any frivolous spending really. We just got things we really needed at the time, different times along the journey here, almost 2 years now.
Yes.
And just taking care of things, and sometimes things popped up that we had to take care of. And then, you know, even during times like when there's like special occasions, like if you call it Christmas or birthdays or anniversary, whatever the special occasions are, you're trying to be nice. You want to be nice, and that's good. But man, those times really hit you hard.
Yes.
And because you're not really anticipating all of that, I guess, when you're coming here.
Yep.
And so there's a lot of things just to think about, just kind of reminders to think about.
Yeah.
Like this hole coming up here. I'm always saying, watch over that hole. Do you think there's snakes down there? We get the camera back on track here. So yeah, like there's a lot of things that could be somewhat, I guess, considered hidden hidden costs.
Yeah.
So these are the things you got to watch out for when finances go wrong in the Philippines, is these kinds of things.
Just like for example, there's one couple in Facebook, Mahal. Like she said that her foreigner is a poor guy in his country, and then he was so amazed when he came here because they built their own house slowly.
Yeah.
Yes, and he said, this is my first house ever in my entire life because
Could afford
I am
it.
a poor
Yeah, poor guy.
in my country. And of course you can see that they are like, maybe he's from maybe they are just depending on his pension. It seems like because the house is not totally like finished. Yeah, slowly they do that, but they were good. And you know what, don't mind other people comments, because our mindset, if once you have a foreigner, we always think like the foreigner will provide us a mansion and a big farm. Yeah, and multiple cars. That's our mindset. But as long as your foreigner loves you so much, oh, don't mind about what people say. For me, I don't mind as long as my baby loves me.
Well, that's always. That's
Yes.
a given. That's always.
Yeah.
That's not changing. She's too
Yes.
special to me. She's really special to me. Oh my goodness, I can't.
Yes, because you know what?
No words to describe.
Even if we are in a relationship with a Filipino, same nationality, if you cannot, if they can treat you well, oh, it's useless.
I'll just turn this around
Yeah,
while we're
even if
walking
they have
in the danger
money,
zone here.
even if they have money. I think he's not here anymore because it's too hot.
Yeah, in the middle of the day, oh, it's by the buckets. If you want to put it by the buckets, this is where the second dog usually hangs out. And you can see, like, other people have discovered he hangs out here. Because look, if you want to put it by the, he'll come out and get it when it's not so hot. 'Cause this is his thing, right? You can see here a lot of little garbage, but
Yeah.
it's where other people have just been dropping him off food. He's gonna leave some food.
I hope he can find this.
He hides in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Little cave or something in there. Let's see. It's the chicken. It's the chicken puppy. Where are you? So continuing our thought, when finances go wrong in the Philippines,
Yeah.
I think one thing, I'm not talking about me, I'm just talking in general, but a lot of foreigners have a giving heart when they're coming over. I'm not saying everybody, but a lot do, you know? So if you have like a big heart, a kind heart, whatever, you really got to watch it, because you're coming over with the intent of, oh, you know, just be a blessing and help. But man, blessing after blessing, it'll put you in that finances in trouble real quick, because you got a good heart, and before you know it, it's all gone. Like we knew one guy who came over here, and he was only here for a short time, and from his own words to us, he spent a lot of money, and that's all we'll say about
Yes.
that.
I know that the first time you come here, you have to impress your Filipinas family. But you know what? If your Filipina will understand you and you are very upfront to your Filipina about your finances situation, then she will understand. If you are a foreigner who depend on your like pension, and your pension it's not that much, don't look for professional Filipina.
Now, what do you mean? Like, if they have a low budget coming over here with a
Don't
low income, don't look for someone who's got a job?
Yes.
And why do you say that?
Because one time I have a friend, she said, oh, well, I have this kind of doubts because it might be in the future I have more money than him.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's right. That was a couple that we
And they
knew
broke
about.
up.
Yeah, now they're not together. And he's like not as well off, I guess, as she had hoped, maybe.
Yeah.
And I'll just let you walk until I catch up to you there.
And also she don't like to move in the foreigner's country.
Yeah, so that was a real situation there because they were together, like a long distance relationship at that moment, and when I guess she came to a realization that he didn't make quite enough for her
Yes.
expectation, game over.
Yes.
That's not great though. That's not a great situation.
But not all, huh? But for me, it's just a waste of time.
That's a good point. If the Filipina is thinking that way, it's because you got two ways of thinking. You got a foreigner's way of thinking, and you got a Filipina's way of thinking. So maybe expound on that some more.
If you found a Filipina who has a proper job, you have to be very upfront about your situation. Don't hide anything, because in the long run, when she discover that you are not financially stable, she will just leave you.
I'm curious now. I don't have to put this in if you don't want me to, but
It's okay.
if you thought I was going to kind of get financially unstable, would you have rethink about me and you?
Mahal, the first time that we talk online, we are not financially stable.
Well, yeah, not great. I mean, it was
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Yes.
We weren't great, but we're okay. And now we're not okay. The finances, I mean.
But that doesn't
okay,
mean
look,
that I love you less just because you're broke.
when finances go wrong in the Philippines, back to our topic. When finances go wrong in the Philippines.
And my best advice, if you are really broke and you really want to go back to your country, go for Rafi Tulfo because he can help you.
That's the problem. And this is kind of an anomaly because a lot of these ones I've seen, at least on YouTube and news articles and things like that, they go broke to the point that they have nothing, absolutely zero.
Yes.
They're on the side of the road trying to figure out ways to put food in their mouth.
Yeah.
And they still don't want to go back home. You know, that's kind of an anomaly. Like, you don't know why. Like, an anomaly.
Yes.
Like, why do you think that is?
Maybe because of the people. The people, like here, people are so compassionate, affectionate.
I think the weather too. Because year round you got this.
Yes. And also, your cost of living in your country,
another one.
compare here.
Yeah, another one.
Yes.
So things go financially wrong, and a lot of people still don't want to leave when they're living on the streets because some of these factors, right? The cost of living, they know, they go back, they don't want to go back to that awfulness. They prefer living even on the side of the road sometimes, and they got the nice weather here, which they appreciate, and all these things that we're mentioning, so that they just don't want to go back. But from news articles I've been reading lately, they say your government is really clamping down with immigration if anyone's overstayed, like big time. They're clamping down big time. So word to the wise, don't overstay.
So there is one, recently it was live in Rafi Tulfo program. He's a half Filipino and half like mixed with American and French, because he was born here in the Philippines, but he was raised in the US. Yes, and then his mom is a Filipina and his dad is Navy, US Navy, and then US French, something like that, mix. So he got married here and they didn't have a kid. So he's living with his wife for more than 20 years. But sad to say, he ended up broke because his wife had an illness. And that's the reason why he ended up broke. He lost his house and everything. So
yeah, so when finances go wrong in the Philippines, sometimes it's very legit, right? Very legit.
So what he did is he just picked up some personal things in his backpack and go somewhere else. He ended up like sleeping on the street, and people provide him food. And the sad thing is, like, he was robbed by some of the teenagers. He lost his all IDs.
Oh my goodness.
That IDs can help him to
get back on track.
Yes, exactly. And anyway, he lost his job because right after, like, all the happenings, it how is that? It goes one time. Like his wife died, and after a few days, he lost his job.
Yeah, everything happened the one time.
Yes, one time. Yes, everything happened in one time. So, so he ended up living on the street, sleeping on the street, and then some good citizen asked help in Rapi Tulfo. So, Rapi Tulfo helped him look for a house for him and pay, I think 6 months or a year rent of the house. Provided everything, even his denture.
Wow.
And then all his personal IDs. And he helped him to have a job.
Wow.
Yes.
Rapi Tulfo.
As long as you don't commit any crime here in the Philippines.
Nice guy.
Yes.
Yeah. I never really understood much about him before when I came here. Sometimes you mentioned him in our LDR videos that we did a long way back, which you can go back and watch, by the way, like and subscribe. But I didn't know who you're talking about. Now that I've been here for almost 2 years,
yes,
I'm understanding more about the whole situation, how he does help a lot of people. Oh my goodness, especially foreigners in trouble. So
yeah,
I don't want to have to see you, Rafi.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got plans to try to get back to North America. We're just having to wrap up some other things first, and hopefully it'll be soon by God's grace.
Yeah.
So when finances go wrong in the Philippines, summary.
Yeah, you have to don't spend more.
Common sense.
You have to think your future.
Common sense.
Love yourself.
What's that got to do with finances going wrong in the Philippines?
No, it's because if you really love yourself, you can, it seems like you can take care of everything. Yeah. Because sometimes you lose yourself just by loving someone. It's not right. You give them everything, shower them with material things, that even you lose yourself, you lose your soul. That is not good.
Well, it's a thought to that, I guess.
Yeah. So I guess that's it.
No, when finances go wrong in the Philippines, don't despair.
Yes.
It's always Rafi.
I know it's really doesn't make sense when I say don't get discouraged, because it's normal. You can feel discouraged if you end up broke. But you know what? There's no problem without solution. Ask God.
That's the main thing right there, yeah. Which we try to make an even thread in all our videos, is always look to God. Because even though you have trouble and tribulation, God is still always there.
Yes.
We don't understand why we have to go through
There's
trouble.
always hope, because you're still alive.
Yeah. Because even Job, I've talked about him a lot in our relationship. Because like even Job, perfect before God, he was very righteous, it says, but he still had to go through a lot of trouble. And I'm sure he didn't understand it either when he was going through it, but God is faithful and he'll get you through to the other side. We're home now.
Yeah.
But the ending to are when finances go wrong in the Philippines. Another example, which I guess is fitting for the ending, is one of our experiences really soon. It's happening today, in fact. I noticed that some things can get away from you, especially when you're here for 2 years. I noticed that my credit card was expiring very, very soon, and I'm very dependent upon that credit card for many things. And if it expires and I can't activate it and use it, I'm in trouble in a lot of ways. So I had to contact a family member back home, say, ship it here as quick as possible. So it cost me $160, which I thought originally was going to be $200, but I had it shipped here within a few days. Well, it's supposed to come today. It's not even here yet. And it cost like $160 just to get my credit card, which I cannot really operate without. And hopefully it's going to sync up okay when I make a first transaction, to activate it. Hopefully it will, because I'm in the Philippines, Your first transaction in the Philippines, really? Let's hope it works. Trust God. So when finances go wrong in the Philippines, this is another thing you have to consider, because my finance can go terribly wrong without my credit card. It's kind of like a real backup, and not even a backup. It's kind of like goes hand in hand with our expenses the way we do it over here. So, make sure you got all your finances, like with your credit cards when you come over here. Look at your expiry dates. Make sure you can get it here on time. By the way, this kind of happened before first when we came here with one of my other cards, and the card company was actually kind enough to the courier to me, and it got here within probably a couple of weeks. But this time I was so desperate, and my sister was able to get it from the mail for me. I just asked her to send it, you know, as fast as she could, and I just have to pay for it, you know, take it on the chin. So when you agree, like all the credit card stuff really needs to be
and
watched
thank you
carefully.
to his sister. I love you, sister.
Yeah, both my sisters have been very kind to me.
Yes, yes.
Another good point. When finances go wrong.
You just noticed.
Not that I did not just notice. I've been thankful all along. It's not true.
I'm just kidding.
Did not just notice. But there's another good point that if you don't have someone back in North America, like when finances go wrong or anything goes wrong, it's good to at least have a connection that someone can try to help you somehow, some way. And I'm really appreciative of that. Two of my sisters helped me out a lot since I've been here.
Yes.
Now we're trying to get back, so hopefully they won't have to help me as much.
Yes.
Sorry about that. But
anyway. This time when he's away, they really help us a lot.
Yeah. So appreciation. Anyway, that's just another thing with the credit cards. Really be careful of that, because you know it's just another one of my experiences. And you have to take things on the chin with some of the costs. That's another big 160 that I didn't want to have to pay, but I had to pay it.
Don't forget yourself, and don't forget God.
Amen.
God is always with you.
God bless you.
God bless everyone.